Why do most black women want to be like white women?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
I'm just very melanated. Ma'am, I don't want to be touched by the blacks.
Hey, yo, what the?
Why do most black women want to be like white women?
No.
Why are you looking at me like that?
She said, boy, if you make me leave, nigga, I'ma make you bleed. I said, why you gotta be like this? She said, I can do what I want, cause I got niggas who shoot you up and smoke you straight like a blunt.
I know not you, but why do most black women want to be like white women?
No.
Repeat the question.
Yes, so why do most black women want to be like white women?
I don't know what black women you be near.
Most black women, not you, your hair is natural, but they wear these, weaves and this hair like white women, and they don't wear their hair just naturally.
Do you know why the white women try to be like black women? Have you walked around asking them that?
When do my women do that?
When do your women?
Yes, our women are very, they like to wear their hair just naturally. What is so funny, man? What is going on? Why do black women want to be like white women?
What makes you say that?
So every time I look around and I see black women, they have their hair just like the white women, like straight. So why don't they just wear it natural?
It's hard to manage natural hair.
So
you got a blonde looking wig on.
What do you mean a blonde? Ma'am, ma'am,
on top of your natural hair?
ma'am, I am white.
It's kind of ironic. You're asking the question and you're like,
I'm white. What do you mean? Why do you guys? I'm just very melanated.
Okay,
I was born this way.
Okay, Uncle
but
Ruckus. Okay, Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus, that's crazy. So you're saying it's just because it's hard to manage your natural hair?
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to be like my women?
No.
Why do black women wear their hair like white women?
I guess sometimes, like nowadays, I know some black women don't know how to manage their hair correctly. And then it was easier to manage a perm than it is easier to manage their own natural hair because of the fact of like they're just so quick. It's just so quick and
Right.
go. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
So you're saying it's because they don't basically have time to do it?
Yeah.
Don't the blacks, don't they spend like half their day on social media just scrolling for hours? So can't you take some of those hours back out of social media, just scrolling and just manage your natural hair?
Yeah, some people can do that.
Right.
But
So
I like to take my time and do my hair because I like my natural hair.
you do? Do you do your hair yourself?
I do.
Oh, it's nice. Okay.
It's not for myself because this will take hours for me to do.
But I know black women's hair looks pretty nice. Like if I had the choice, I would have my hair like the black people's hair. But I was born with this, so there's really nothing I can do. Can you maybe braid my hair?
I can braid.
You can braid my hair.
How long is it?
It's just that's it, ma'am. This is it. Why are you looking at me like that? Why do black women want to be like white women? You don't know? Most black women wear weaves and things like that. So why do they do this?
To protect their hair.
But I thought weave damages the hair for the blacks.
People.
To the white people.
Yeah.
But we don't be wearing no weaves or anything like that. Like that?
How dare you?
Why does everybody say that? Look, this is my natural hair. I'm just very melanated. Ma'am, I don't want to be touched by the blacks.
Hey, yo, what the?
Why do most black women want to be like white women?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
I can.
The ultimate deflection that you hear from so many black folk, mainly your sisters. I mean, and here's the thing, people. This is a great example. We saw Bo, right? We saw Bo and we did a whole video. We did a whole video about that, and where Bo was saying, why do we, I think it was either Bo or it was Sweeney. I definitely know Sweeney too, right? But they say, hey man, listen, why don't we focus on another culture? Why don't we focus on other cultures? Why don't we focus on the white man? Why we always have to focus on ourselves? And it's just like, once again, why do you want to constantly focus on somebody else when we are quote unquote the superior ones? When we are quote unquote the ones that we can do, we're the trendsetters, we're the ones that are the most influential, but yet somehow, some way, somehow, some way, these same women always end up using the excuse, well, why do they want to be like us? Well, then they end up throwing a wig on their head, and then they say, well, they want to then put BBLs on, so hey, we should be able to wear their blonde hair, blonde wigs. It's just sick. Then it's like, okay, well, time out. Well, hold on. That's not the equivalent. That's definitely not the equivalent, right? But y'all try to keep them away from wearing box braids, right? But yeah, y'all want to sit here and wear blonde wigs and weaves, and it's just sad, right? It's just sad because where do we go if all women are going to constantly do is just deflect when we decide to hold them accountable for something? Once again, you always have to talk about positive things about the black community, positive things about a black woman, positive, right? But the second you bring up something negative, then it's, okay, well, hold on. Well, what about them, right? Well, we need to solely focus on them. And this is like, once again, where do we go? Where do we go when we have people in our black community who think just like this? And this is my issue when it comes down to the black community. When it comes down to our community, bro, we deflect way too much, and that is a cancer to our community. That is literally a cancer to our community, because how do you expect to grow? These people just argue in bad faith. And then you got Pablo, right? You got Pablo over here calling this man Uncle Ruckus, right? You're smart enough to call this man Uncle Ruckus and point out his hypocrisy, right? But you don't care enough to point out the hypocrisy when it comes down to our sisters, right? You understand why he's doing what he's doing, so maybe some gears should be turning in your head, and oh well, maybe the reason he's doing that is because, you know, maybe the brothers don't want to see our sisters wearing fake hair. Maybe that might be the case, but no, you want to see here and you want to placate towards a black woman, and these are your moist soy brothers that we have, right? These are your moist ass soy brothers that we have, and that's the issue, right? That is the issue when it comes down to a lot of these women, because you have guys who are like this, validating their behaviors, validating that mindset, telling white women they can't wear box braids while simultaneously wearing blonde wigs and blonde hair. Doesn't make any sense. But let's continue.
What? You guys can't answer that? What's going on? But y'all like to wear y'all hair like our women. That's crazy. Most black women I see are out here wearing wigs that are blonde, just like my women. And I'm trying to see why you guys do that. Do you know, bro?
I don't know.
You don't know. So do you know? Because you are a black woman.
I mean, yeah, but I don't speak for everybody.
Okay, so do you ever wear like wigs that are blonde and things like that?
No, my hair looks like this all the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
No, I don't have the fake hair. I have natural hair.
Okay.
I'm not even coloring my hair.
Okay.
I don't have on any makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have
like
those.
it natural.
I don't have those fake long lashes that is just unnatural.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It is crazy.
And so it starts with loving yourself and knowing who you are.
Okay.
And you know, I can say that even when I was a little younger, I didn't even get into that because I recognized my natural beauty.
Right.
Right. And I understand who I am.
Right.
And I have understanding that I'm a child of God. Right.
Right.
And so God made all the races. God decided which race we would be. Until that, you're going to be chasing all the wrong things until you recognize that you are a created being, right? God, the creator, created you, and your DNA is exactly the way he wanted you to be.
So you're saying that most black women wear their hair unnatural because they don't love themselves?
Yes, but it's not their fault. It's because it's the false narrative that only white beauty, white skin and blue eyes is beautiful, blonde hair, right?
Okay.
And so if that's all you see in the magazines, right, that's what you're gonna chase. And even my hair, which is soft curl, right? And most people look at that and say, oh, you got good hair. But no, all hair is good.
Yeah.
Because all hair is from God. We have a different variety.
So how do we fix this with the black women wanting to, you know, wear their hair like white women?
Instead of looking at it like that, everybody has their own style. It's as natural for us to want what we don't have. You understand that, right?
Right.
So even when I was younger, I had long hair down my back, curly, wavy hair, but I used to perm my hair to make it bone straight.
Right.
Because it's just natural for us to want what we don't have. We even have it within our own black diaspora, right? It's like, oh, light skin is more beautiful than dark skin, which is not true. So it's not just a matter of why do black women want to look like white women. We have to come to understanding that regardless of what shade you are, we're all beautiful. And nobody can teach you that. You have to learn that on your own. There's nothing you can do. A person has to come to that on their own. It starts with loving yourself Because look, we could talk about the black women, but what about the young black men that's killing one another? Like we're in video games. Like you can, like there's no sanctity of life.
So the black men are trying to kill each other out here.
They are not trying. They're doing it.
Yeah, you know what? I need to ask some people about that too. Thank you, ma'am.
They're not trying. They're doing it, and it's sad because you look at the violence. Like I don't know if you ever watched The Wire, but there's rules of engagement, right?
Right.
No, that's all. It's all out the window now. They just go and start spraying, right? And they don't care. Innocent little children are being killed.
Right. I definitely do understand your perspective.
That's a better topic to talk about than how somebody chooses to wear their hair. Okay.
You know what? So
that's superficial.
So we
issues.
can definitely do that topic, for a different video. And this one, we just got to get as many people to try to get more perspectives just like yours. So I do appreciate.
And so what I learned to do instead of judging women who want to wear their hair blonde like yours.
Right.
Because that's not your natural color hair, right?
What do you mean, ma'am? I'm a part of the whites.
Huh?
I'm white.
Okay, that's fine. We just gotta learn to love one another for real.
Learn to love.
When we see somebody in need, give them love. Don't walk by and not say, hey, can I help you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Can I buy you something to eat or drink, right? We just have to love. And that's,
so that means you're gonna buy me something to eat.
You're not in need.
What you mean? I'm in need. You best believe I'm in need.
But you're not. You got a mic and you guys got a new camera.
Man, I'm hustling right now. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay.
Because I can even say another thing is why do once black men make it, they got to have a white girl instead of a black woman.
I be on the game, but it ain't the same unless I'm with my brothers and you know that is a game. Which is Swayze, know that is real crazy. Got your shawty number, maybe she gon' call me baby. Living in the envy with the game. Got my gang, got some money every day.
To say that black women don't love their hair right now, or society is against black women's hair right now, is very disingenuous. It is a lie. People, it is a lie. There's nobody in society right now downing women for their natural hair. There's not a single soul, right? There's not a single soul. So much so that we even passed the Crown Act. Shout out to our sister because she talked about the Crown Act.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Colette Elizabeth, and during today's Teach Our Own History, we are going to talk about the Crown Act. So we know that for years, Black women's hair has been policed. I remember before I retired, going into work some days and wanting to wear my hair in braids, just individuals, but being made to feel as if that was unprofessional. In fact, I heard a Black woman manager say braids is unprofessional, cornrows is unprofessional. So I did what a lot of us do. I either relaxed my hair or I wore weaves or other protective styles because I was made to feel that wearing my hair in its natural form was unprofessional. And looking back at it now, I probably shouldn't have done that. Why? Because I was born in the 60s when Black women were just doing their thing over here. They were wearing their hair natural. I remember seeing a lot of pictures of my beautiful mom, my beautiful aunts with their hairs put in these afros, their hair, and how beautiful they looked with their jewelry. And it was just awesome. So I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and I should have felt empowered, it seems, to wear my hair natural. But for whatever reason, that did not happen. Now, since I have retired and I am working a little side job, I go in with my French braids. I go in with my individuals. I go in with however I feel that I want to wear my hair. If I want to wear a wrap, I wear a wrap. So I do want to talk about how we got to feeling that our hair had to be a certain way and how society has always felt, at least here in America, that they had the right to police our hair.
Once again, these women just like to be perpetual victims, right? They just love to live in victimhood. And it's like, come on, you have the Crown Act. Women don't even have conversations about Black women's hair. Find me a video where Black women are talking about Find me a video where white women are literally sitting down talking about black women's hair in a negative light, or just simply having a critique about it. You don't hear it because white women are not even willing to go across that board. They're willing to sit here, let you bully them out of their own hairstyle and put it on your head, all while gatekeeping your hairstyles from them. Come on, bro. Come on. Once again, these are the same women that will sit here and talk about how strong and independent they are. They talk about how they're the most influential, how BBLs are created because, hey, well, and this is what I say, BBLs are created to look like the black woman because we could just black women are just naturally thicker, right? So you over here putting BBLs on. Once again, nobody's knocking your black woman for anything. Black women can dress how they want, can act how they want. This is what they will tell you. They're putting BBLs on just to look like us. So obviously you know that, hey, once again, we're the most influential. But yet, when you simply talk about the hair, then all of a sudden, well, society constantly keep pushing the white beauty standard. But yet every time Trey asks a black woman, what's the best thing about a black woman? They always talk about how they're trendsetters. They always talk about their beauty. They always talk about their hair, but they're always covering up their hair. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. They always talk about, well, hey, when Trey asks, well, who's the beauty, which race is the most beautiful race? They will always say black woman, just to then turn around and then make excuses. Well, the reason this, the reason that is because, society tells us that we can't do this. And society says that society ain't saying nothing other than just wear your natural hair. Right, just wear your natural hair, but this is where you have women who like to argue in bad faith. Once again, making us look bad, making us look bad. But I mean, like I said, y'all let me know down below, man. What do you guys think? As I stated before, I just wish our sisters was just stop being hypocritical. Stop being hypocrites, man. Stop being freaking hypocritical and stop deflecting every single time the conversation does not go your way. But do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one.